Hey everybody, this is Wildman back for the second part of Lower Naboo. We'll kind of continue around from where we left off that last building and show you this. It's another ride skin, or a building that I actually copied from the blueprints and made it into a ride skin. So this building I did not make. I did make some adjustments to it for the inside queue and cleared out some pillars so that the ride could fit better. But most of the other buildings in this whole land I did build from scratch, except for the domes I placed on top and some other pieces, which, like I said, I'll give credit to. But I gotta say, this whole building, or most of this whole building, I copied as is. You can see the outside queue part there. It's a very garden, flower-filled queue area. Moving further along this way, another flat ride with a more open air skin that I built above it. So again, the building on top I downloaded, but all the pillar supports I built from scratch. And this kind of just shows how that's hovering up over the swings. And this is kind of cool because when the swings are actually in motion, you come very close to crashing into those pillars on the outside. This little square, this little half circle area is one of my favorite parts of Lower Naboo. It has an exit or entrance into a different land that we'll be building later. It has, again, an inside area with places to get things to eat, with vending machines. There's a little menu board outside there that I use the billboard for. And what I like about this is there's a second story. You can see the staircase here. It goes up, and there's simply some restrooms and a place to buy some water up here. But for whatever reason, the guests love coming up here to buy water. And when I have more guests in the park, right now it's relatively low to keep the frames per second as best as possible. But when the park's filled with people, they love going up there, and it's kind of cool to see people walking up on that elevated area. Here's another exit that's going to go to the desert part of the park when I get to building that. Again, some places to get something to eat and some bathrooms hidden back in that hallway. And zipping back out, here's what I call the grand staircase. This takes you to Upper Naboo, and we'll cover that in the next video. But kind of zooming back out here to the back side of this land where I haven't built anything yet, this kind of just shows the rock work that I did to hide the buildings of Naboo from the sight lines in this area once I start working on it, and it kind of just closes it off from the other lands that really don't have anything to do with Naboo. And let's zoom in a little bit to the back side of this rock work just to kind of show you what the sight lines look like if you were walking from this land into Naboo. I know it's a little harsh, the transitions are a little harsh, but it's hard to make them look a little bit better with the drastic difference in environments between these lands. Here's the lake again, and I put billboards under the entire surface so that it looked a little bit more textured and colorful. Let's zoom in a little bit and look at some of the scenery and what the track ride looks like for the dark ride that's underneath the water here. I'm not intending to give you a full detailed view of this ride quite at this point. I have a separate video later that will show all that, but this is just to kind of show you some of the rock work and the scenery placing and stuff that I put in and around this dark ride. Actually, this doesn't look probably as good as it could look because of the lighting, daylight lighting. This ride was designed to be lit better in a nighttime scenario. So let me just line it up here. We'll go back to night view so you can see just real quickly here what it looks like with all the theatrical lighting on, and what it looks like more if you were to actually ride the ride. We'll go back up out of the underwater view here, and what I want to do is I want to show you a little bit of what Naboo looks like at night. I really spent a lot of time with the lighting and placement of the lighting here to make this land glow and sparkle with a really warm Christmas light type feel at nighttime. So this is kind of what it looks like. I'd walk around or leave this park in nighttime view all the time if I really could. But here's kind of what it looks like. I'll post some pictures as well so you can see it in more detail. That's about it for Lower Naboo. Next time I see you, we'll talk about Upper Naboo. Have a great day, everybody.